So we are here back on equations. Let's see some advanced equations and how to solve them. Let's take a look at this equation. 6x minus 24 equals 0. Okay, so what is the 6x here means? Actually, there is a multiplication between the two elements. It's 6 times x. You can mark a multiplication with a dot instead of like when we were in the elementary, the multiplication sign was 6 times 4 equal 24. But now when x is part of our exercise, we can't, the sign cannot be x for multiplication because the x already means something else. So the mathematical experts invented the dot. The dot is our new multiplication. So when in mathematics we see 6x stick to each other, close to each other, it means that they have the multiplication between them. So it's 6 times x minus 24 equals 0. So how can we solve it? Actually, we need to make sure that this element will be 24 because we need to take something minus 24 which will result in 0. So this element should be 24. We can actually change the exercise to 6x equals to 24. Just a second. Okay, so how can we solve this exercise, this equation? 6 times what will give us 24? We know that 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 times 2 is 12, and 6 times 3 is 18, and 6 times 4 is 24. Oh, okay, so if I will replace the x here with a 4, the equation will be correct because 6 times 4 is 24. But of course, I can't go through all the possibilities again. If the result was 145, then I would go all over the possibilities. It doesn't make any sense. So let's think about it like the old trick with the minus and the plus. Multiplication and division are opposite operations. So if 6 times 4 is 24, then we can know for sure that 24 divided by 6 results in 4. So if we look at this in parallel to this, let's take this number, divide it by this number, and then we will get this number. So that's actually what we did. We took 24 divided by 6, which resulted in 4. So in the next lesson, we will see exactly how to write those. Actually, you know what? We will see it in this lesson. Let's check it out now. Let's see. So I'm gonna teach you another thing which is very important about equations. We can make the same operations on both sides of the equation. What do I mean? We can take 7 equals 7 and we can add 3 to both sides. Let's see, add 3 to 7, it's 10. Add 3 to this 7, it's 10. It's still the same equation, it's correct. We didn't do anything wrong. Okay, but I couldn't just add 3 to here and 2 to here. Why not? Because then I will have 10 right here and 7 plus 2 is 9. So it's not a valid equation. I just ruined the equation. So what we can do is to do the same exact operations on both sides. So I can also multiply both sides by 3, which will be result in 21 equals 21. Okay, why am I telling you this? Because when we have this operation, 6x minus 24 equals 0, and then we moved to this step, 6x equals to 24. How did I do it? I do it in my head. I said, so this element should be 24 because 24 minus 24 is 0. But what I actually did was to add 24 to both sides. That's how you mark in mathematics, in equations, that you want to do the operation on both sides. I want to add 24 to both sides, to the left side and to the right side. So the right side is easy. How much is 0 plus 24? 24. So I have added 24 to the right side. But I cannot only add 24 to the right side because I have also the left side and I must do the same operation to both of them. So let's add 24 to this side. 6x minus 24 plus 24. So minus 24 plus 24, it's become 0. So that's why it have been disappeared. The 24 that was here actually moved to this side, because let's write down the whole process. We have added 6x minus 24 plus 24 equals to 0 plus 24. That's what we did. We have added 24 to both sides. So 6x minus 24 plus 24. Minus 24 plus 24 is 0. So let's say only 6x equals to 24. So by adding 24 to both sides, I have just transferred this 24 number to the other side with the opposite operation. Here it was minus, and here it is a plus. So let's take a look at the solution. The solution is 6 here, 6x minus 24 equals 0, and then we are adding 24. And then we are adding 24 to both sides. Then the equation becomes 6x equals to 24. We are here in this step. So what should we do next? We will divide both sides by 6. And then let's see what happens. 6x divided by 6 equals to 24 divided by 6. How much is 6x divided by 6? We can remove the 6 and we are remains only with x. And 24 divided by 6 is 4. And then we get x equals to 4. We will have another lesson about it, but the main part and the most important part is that we can make the same operations on both sides of the equation as long as we want, as many as we want. We can add 100 to both of them if we want. It won't make any sense, but we can do it. It's legal in mathematics. Let's take a look at another example. This is a longer equation. First, we move the 2x, we are subtracting it from both sides. So you can see that the 2x here is disappearing, and the 6 here, the 6x, becoming 4x because we have subtracted 2x from it, and so on.